So, for the past few weeks, if you've been in the AI space, you've probably heard this buzz about a super secret model with a pretty weird name, Nano Banana. Everyone was speculating. Well, Google just pulled back the curtain, and what they revealed, this thing called Gemini 2.5 flash image, is honestly even crazier than any of the rumors.
All right, so how did we even get here? This whole story didn't start with some big corporate press release. No, it started with a secret. One that was so well kept that it ended up getting this super strange but really memorable nickname from the AI community itself. And that was the question on literally everyone's mind for weeks. Developers were just scrolling online and seeing these incredible, totally unique AI images popping up. They just didn't look like anything from Midjourney or DALL-E. And of course, the speculation just went absolutely wild.
And surprise, surprise, it turns out it was Google the whole time. The name Nano Banana just kind of stuck once the community started buzzing. It got so big that even the CEO of DeepMind was in on it, teasing everyone with microscopic banana memes. It was just this perfect storm of mystery and hype.
Okay, but a cool nickname. That's not the whole story, right? The real reason this is a genuine breakthrough is how it goes right after some of the most stubborn, most frustrating problems we've had with AI image generation for years.
Look, if you've ever played around with an AI image generator, you know this pain. You spend forever getting the perfect character, and then you ask for another picture, and bam, it's a totally different person. Their hair's different, their face is different. It's so frustrating. Well, this model finally solves that. It can lock a character's identity, which, opens the door for things like consistent comic books, storyboards, even animated characters. For creators, this is a total game changer.
The next big thing here is editing with just your words. Forget about learning complicated photo editing software. You can literally just tell the AI what you want. Hey, blur that background. Can you remove that stain on his shirt? Change your pose to look more heroic. It just understands language and edits the image like it's magic. Okay, and this is where it gets really clever. This thing isn't just painting pixels. It has actual, real-world knowledge baked in. So for example, if you ask it to turn a phone around, it doesn't just flip the image. No, it generates the back of that specific phone model because it knows what the logo should look like, what the camera array looks like. It actually understands the object.
I mean, this level of world knowledge is just stunning. Check out this example. A user added sunglasses to a portrait, right? The AI didn't just slap on some black shapes. It correctly rendered the reflection of the yellow flower field from the background in the lenses. It understands light, it understands physics on this intuitive level that we just haven't seen before in these models.
All right, so it's great at solving real-world problems, we get it. But what happens when you push it beyond reality? Well, that's where this model really gets fun. It stops mimicking our world and starts inventing entirely new ones from scratch.
I mean, seriously, how would you even begin to draw this? The prompt was something like a cathedral made of pulsing jellyfish with tendrils wired into golden gears. And somehow, the AI just did it. It rendered it and it captured this bizarre, beautiful kind of mechanical idea perfectly.
Or what about this one? AI-controlled mechs designed as armored lemons with glowing, juice-powered engines. It's a completely ridiculous idea, right? But Nano Banana just nailed it. The mechs look consistent, the little juice engines are glowing, the whole dystopian vibe is spot on. It just shows this profound creative capacity.
This next one is fantastic. So they gave it this totally bizarre black and white ad from the 1950s for a uranium burger. And the only prompt was, remake this as a modern-day ad. Now, just think about what that takes. The AI had to understand historical context, cultural shifts. It knew to change a uranium burger into a plant-based one, and it replaced some old-timey machine with an iPad for tipping. It didn't just change the style, it understood the entire concept of modern.
And get this, a user just uploaded one goofy photo of himself holding some noodles. The prompt, create a hyper-real story about being abducted by aliens. And in just 10 minutes, the AI spit out an entire multi-panel illustrated storybook. And his face stayed perfectly consistent the whole time. A project that would take an illustrator an entire afternoon is now a 10-minute task. This is just a massive new tool for creators.
So yeah, the demos are really cool, but beyond that, what's the real-world impact here? Why should we all be paying such close attention to this release?
Well, first up is the price. We're talking about roughly 4 cents per image. That's nearly 5 times cheaper than its biggest competitor. Google is being super aggressive here, just slashing the price barrier.
And that means this powerful tech isn't just for big companies anymore. It's really for everyone. And second, there's the speed. Think about complex edits in Photoshop that would take a professional graphic designer hours to do. Well, now they can be done in under 40 seconds. That's a staggering reduction in time and effort. It's just incredible.
So when you put all of this together, the strategy becomes pretty clear, right? Google is making their model cheaper, faster, smarter, and way more accessible than anything else out there. They're not just dropping a new tool, they are making a play to become the new default platform for all AI creation.
Oh, and one last important note on safety. Google is embedding an invisible digital watermark, it's called SynthID, into every single image this thing creates. This is their way of handling provenance, so it's always possible to tell that an image was AI generated.
And all of this brings us to the really big question. The name itself, Nano Banana, kind of implies something small, right? So what's next? Is there a big banana coming? You know, maybe a Gemini 2.5 Pro image model with even higher resolution, even more capabilities? Because if this is just the beginning, then the future of AI creativity is about to get very, very interesting.